I don't have anything to say. Episode 4 coming up. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Asha Media TV. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Asha. This is my little channel where I like to watch, react, and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. So, in today's video, I'm going to be watching episode 4 of the 5th season of The Expanse. I am almost there, caught up with everyone. So, this episode is titled Gaugamela? Something along those lines. But before I press play on this episode, I do need to cover some very basic stuff. So if you are new to my channel, please don't skip ahead and listen up. Number 1, in case you missed it in the title, this is a spoiler-filled reaction video. Spoilers ahead related to The Expanse up until this episode, of course. Spoilers ahead, you have been warned. And number 2, it is possible you've come across older videos on my channel where I was showing video-in-video or picture-in-picture type reactions. Unfortunately, I no longer provide those kinds of reactions here on my channel for very valid legal reasons. Instead, what I offer is a watch-along type of experience. And if you want to know how that works specifically with me, because it's not always the same with everybody, go into the description box below, click on the timestamp that says overview of my watch along style, and there you'll find out 3 ways you can watch along with me. Or if you're looking for a more stress-free way to watch me watch this episode, check out the link in the description box below where you can get early access to an alternate version of my reaction to this episode with bonus content and extra perks I think you might enjoy. Okay, everyone, so I'm going to now get ready to press play on episode 4. We left off with a massive cliffhanger in episode 3, asteroid hitting Earth. Oh my god, so I know it's going to open up with a bang related to that. We have Naomi getting kidnapped by her son, and who knows where that's going to go. And then we have, what else? Holden and Fred getting ready to entrap certain people they were suspecting to be involved with kidnapping Monica and chasing after the portal molecule. And what else did we have? Bobby and Alex. They now have a valid lead with Mr. Sauveterre. That's how I say it. So what else? We have Bobby. Nothing much with Drummer, except for the fact that she found out officially now that Ashford's dead. She passed on Ashford's communication to Avasarala, who now knows Marco's behind the asteroid, and that's going to be so cool to see where that goes. Okay, most of you know about it anyway, because 99.9% of you, or maybe 100% of you, have already watched this episode a million times. So I'm going to get ready to press play. But right before my countdown, what's coming up next is my instructions on the 3 ways you can watch along with me. So if you need to know how that works, keep on watching. If not, head on over into the description box, click on the timestamp of your choice, and I'll see you somewhere in this video. But I'm going to get ready to press play right now. Before I describe to you the 3 ways you can watch along this episode with me, let me just quickly describe to you what a watch-along video is. A watch-along type of video is where the viewer is responsible for having their own copy of the material that is to be watched. In turn, the host of the video, which is me, provides verbal or visual commands to play, pause, rewind, or stop the material. In a nutshell, for valid legal purposes, the host does not show in full the copyrighted material being watched. How to watch along with me as a YouTube viewer or subscriber. Since I get this question 99% of the time from viewers of my reaction to Supernatural, I'm going to use an episode of Supernatural as my example when describing these 3 ways to watch along with me. The first method I'm going to describe is if you're more interested in listening to me react to the episode. Step 1. Get access to the TV episode on your TV, a computer desktop, laptop, or tablet. Step 2, using another mobile device, such as your smartphone, go to my YouTube channel, Asha Media TV. Then, select the video corresponding to the episode you're going to watch with me. Step 3, go to the description box area of the selected video. Click on the timestamp indicating countdown to the start of my reaction. And then, take note of the starting timestamp I have indicated visually and vocally. Step 5, go back to the episode on your TV, desktop, laptop, or tablet, and line up the episode at the same timestamp I've indicated in my video. Step 6, press play on my YouTube video and count down along with me to start the episode at the same time as me. As you watch along with me, listen out for my verbal cue or look out for my visual cue when I'm pausing, rewinding, playing, or stopping the episode. Also, if needed, take advantage of the additional visual tools provided, such as the on-screen timer, to help you stay in sync with me should for whatever reason you get out of sync with me watching this episode. This second method is if you're more interested in watching my facial reaction to the episode, especially if you've seen the episode a gazillion times. Step 1, get access to the episode on your laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Step 2, on your smart TV or desktop computer, go to YouTube and to my channel at Asha Media TV. Then, select the video corresponding to the episode you're going to watch along with me. Step 3, go into the description box area of the selected video. Click on the timestamp indicating countdown to the start of my reaction. And take note of the starting timestamp I have indicated visually and vocally. Go back to the episode on your laptop, tablet, or smartphone, and line up your episode at the same timestamp I've indicated in my video. Press play on my YouTube video and count down along with me to start the episode at the same time. As you watch along with me, listen for my verbal cue or look out for my visual cue when I'm pausing, rewinding, playing, or stopping the episode. And if for whatever reason you are out of sync with me, be sure to use the additional visual tools provided, such as the on-screen timer, to get back in sync with watching along with me. This final and third method is if you're equally interested in watching my facial reaction along with watching the episode. This is normally how I go about watching other YouTubers who provide watch-along styles. Step 1, on your desktop or laptop computer, open a whole new window and get access to the episode. In this case, I'm using Supernatural as my example. So we're going to access episode 6. Since I'm using episode 6 as my example, I've accessed it and paused it at the beginning of the episode. Next, you're going to open a brand new window, go to YouTube, go to Asha Media TV, go to Videos, and select the video that you're going to watch along with me. In this case, we're going to select episode 6 of the third season of Supernatural as my example. Pause the video, scroll down, and go into the description box area. And where it says countdown to the start of my reaction, click on the timestamp. Listen to me until I've mentioned where I'm starting the episode at. So in this case here, I'm starting the episode at 1 minute and 4 seconds. So pause the video, go back to your first window, and line up at the time frame that I'm mentioning. So I've mentioned 1 minute and 4 seconds. And on my streaming service, that's where I've lined up. Obviously, it's going to depend on where you're accessing the episode. In my case, I access it from Amazon Prime Video. If you're accessing the episode from other sources, you'll have to use their tools to line up at the same place. Next, what you're going to do is go back to the second window, and you're going to resize it to be as big as possible. Don't let it take up the entire screen. In fact, I do not recommend that you open up or expand my video itself. Otherwise, you won't be able to do the next step. So as you see here, I'm just going to line it up completely as big as possible in order to get a better view. Once you've resized window number 2 to your liking, you're going to go back to the first window where the episode is at. And then what you're going to do is size it to be small enough but visible enough so that it is side by side with my facial reaction. So something like this is ideal, so that you can watch the episode as well as listen to what I'm saying or reacting about it. Next, you're going to press play and count down with me and try to press play at the same time. So there I am. I'm ready to count down. And then you're going to press play as I'm pressing play. And there you have it. The episode is playing. I'm reacting. And when I pause, you pause at the same time. And when I stop, you stop at the same time. And when I rewind, you take note of where I'm rewinding to or how many seconds I'm going back. In fact, let me show you right now how that can work. So I'm going to pause the episode, and I'm also going to pause my video. I'm going to go into the timestamp, and I'm going to look for one of my pauses. So as you can see here, I have one at 3:06:40. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to pause the video, open back up my episode window, which is window number 1, and I'm going to pause at the same time that you see here on my video. So that was at 3:016. And here we can line up at the same place. There we go. So that's where I'm paused at. And so while I'm giving my commentary, you know exactly what I'm talking about or what I'm referring to. So let's check it out. Play. There I am ranting about something related to that episode. Okay. And then once I'm ready to press play, just listen out to when I'm doing my countdown, and then you continue to watch the episode along with me. So, there you have it. As long as you have access to a desktop computer or a laptop, you can watch along with me using multiple windows. So, hopefully my explainer on how to watch along with me is clear, and at least one of these methods are the best way for you to watch along with me this episode. If you're ready, let's go. All right, everyone, I am at the beginning 0000. Gonna get ready to press play, counting down from 3, 2, 1 down to play. Okay. Now, also, just a quick thing. It's midday right now. It's a holiday, so it's kind of best time for me to record. So I can't. Anyways, the atmosphere around me will likely go from like super light to really dark at times throughout the video. So I'm just saying it's because, yeah, it's midday, got the curtains closed, but I still have light coming through from the little corner of my room that I'm in. Okay? Just don't want to weird you out with the coloring of the video. All right, let's go. Counting down. 3, 2, 1. Play. Previously on. I'll let it play. I hate skipping recaps if I don't have to. Got my tissue just in case. Who knows what they'll show. Ooh, I want to see who's going to end up in the container. But she gave her coordinates, I think, to Holden, right? So now Holden might find her. Ooh, nervous. I almost want to spit out one of my dumb, wacky theories, but I'm like, nah. I don't want to torture you any further with that. Let me enjoy the serenity until the chaos begins. I never get tired of this intro, though. Okay. Guess we're gonna pick up with Avasarala? No. The Razorback. Between Mars and the Belt. Okay. Bobby. Bobby and Alex. Oh! They are! Yes. That is true. I can't even imagine how that makes someone feel. I really hope all hope isn't lost for Mars, though. Oh, they're gonna find out about the asteroid. Connected to the attack. Oh boy. Even more of a framing on Mars. It's like they're selling to the Belters and the Belters are framing them with the very same weapons. God damn it. Penitentiary? And then they're gonna get their own tsunami. All kinds of after effects, huh? Oh, Amos, okay. Oh, is the person he wanted to visit in prison? That's why he needed Avisarella's favor? Oh. VIP visitor, Avisarella. Good job, that actor playing the reception agent, because the way he's saying it, like it's an everyday thing. You can hear it in his voice. It's awesome. This is like maximum security prison. Who is in there for him to visit? Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh my gosh, forgot about Clarissa. I didn't think he'd... Oh my gosh. This is great though. So they keep you sedated? Or is that voluntary sedation? Is that necessary? I hope this is voluntary for her. Oh my gosh. Okay. Never mind everything I just said. Yeah, that's what Amos told you. Give nothing back. Does he regret saying that? Because this is what it looks like. Someone trying to escape? Oh, of course. Okay, I'm getting it now. Each scene is showing you the effect of the asteroid. shit. How many of them are gonna hit? Philadelphia. Ooh! Oh my gosh. Right? For real? For real? I'll get through to them. Good for you, Nancy. All right. Oh shit. Oh, is Nancy gonna go down? Oh, damn. Oh shit. So, who's like second in command to take over Nancy's position at this point? But her commands that she made right before she went down, though, are they going to be... Oh, maybe not. So we're going to see Holden find out about this now, too, and everything? It's pretty much ripple effect episode, right? Bull reminds me of one of my cousins. Okay, I take it Holden might not find out about Earth for a while. Maybe not. We'll find out now. Oh my god, I'm getting chills. Just like everyone's reaction to this is going to be something. Set up. Oh shit. Bitch! Oh my god! Oh, Fred! They said it was an inside job. It sure fucking was. Well, they fooled me with her. Oh, Fred. Boy. Oh, the protomolecule. Oh, Fred. No, I don't want Fred to die. Is that like a weapon, like AI weapon or something? Oh my gosh. How many of them are in on this? Oh my gosh. It's one thing to throw asteroids at Earth, but Marco getting his hands on the protomolecule? Oh my gosh. Yes! Hold its face. You don't want that stuff spilling out. Oh! No! Oh! Oh my god! Ah, Jesus. She's gonna kill herself. I doubt that. Oh, he died. Damn. Watchtower satellite. Oh man, like. Well, can Avasarala, like, step in temporarily since she's been a UN Secretary General before? Or if they have to vote her in? I don't agree with that. Come with me if you want to live. Well, at least this is some kind of progress. It's like a good thing she got through to Nancy when she did. Wow. All right. Change of narrative. I can't lie, I'm really giddy to see Marco again, but at the same time, it's like I can't wait to see her reaction to him for what it's gonna be worth. They look more like brothers than son and father. Sorry. His facial expression. Oh, yeah, because she doesn't know about this. Oh, my gosh. Look at them relishing in her expression or her reaction. Oh boy. I hope Naomi's ingenuity and yeah, mainly her ingenuity and creativity kicks in to get out of this. They may not perceive you as weak, but they'll probably still retaliate. Violence begets violence. I like that. Hisses. He definitely knows how to turn words into swords. What kind of quarters are these? She has a decent bed. So what, she's a prisoner? Until you rise against Marco and he'll kill you. I like how they show the repetitive cycle of things. Anyway, I will share most of my thoughts, of course, coming up in my takeaways. Alright, so it's been about 4 to 5 minutes since I pressed stop on this episode, and the first thing that I went and did is I went to dictionary.com and I typed in the title of the episode, Gaugamela. Apparently that's how it's pronounced, according to the phonetic thingy here. Okay, so I wanted to have an idea why this episode was titled Gaugamela. According to dictionary.com, it says here, it's an ancient village in Assyria, east of Nineveh. Alexander the Great defeated Darius III in 331 BC. The battle is often mistakenly called Battle of Arbela. I'm just curious now, is the episode, or more or less, is the Marco part of things in this episode meant to reflect his Alexander the Great-like ambition? Because we all know how it turned out for him. Alexander the Great I'm talking about. So I'm just wondering if that's kind of the connection there. Of course, if there's way more to it than that, or perhaps it has nothing to do with this at all that I've pulled up and I'm scared to Google any further because I don't want spoilers for the other episodes, I welcome your explanations in the comment section or a more detailed breakdown as to the meaning of all that. But I wanted to just get some idea as to the inspiration for the title and what the title actually meant to some degree. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents on that. Now, when it comes to my takeaways from this episode, believe it or not, it's not that hard of a thing for me to pick from, because I already know right now what stands out to me. If you were to say, okay, Asha, episode 4, season 5 of The Expanse, I know right away, Marco's speech at the end, come on. There was a lot of stuff there to think about. It's definitely one of those discussion-worthy types of speeches, and the performance of it was pretty good. Now, there's a part of me that wants to kind of go on my own babble about the meaning of it all for the Belters versus the Inners and all that. But I'm going to need a rewatch to really sit down and break it down for myself before I can try to articulate it. So I'll say for now, it is my first takeaway. I thought it was well executed. And more importantly, what I loved about the scene was the panned shots over to Philip and the rest of the crew, and how it's not just one man's vision of wanting to do what they want to do, which in my opinion so far, until I watch it again and learn more, seems like just turning the tables. Who they thought were oppressors, they're now going to somewhat be the oppressors themselves. So it's almost like a vicious cycle. Even if Marco was to, be taken down, you've got other people who believe in the same cause who can then take his place and create more damage, pretty much along the lines of what Ashford was saying all along when it comes to violence begetting violence, and how when you take down one person, you got to remember those that love and follow them, because they can be just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, if they have the same ideals. For now, that's as much as I'll say on that subject until, of course, like I said, I watch this episode a couple more times. I read more breakdown, clarifications from some of you, of course, my Expanse guides, I learn a lot from some of the notes that you give me. And then when I do perhaps my episode ranking of this season, I'll have more of a commentary on it. And my second takeaway from this episode, which I for sure will not forget because I'm still kind of pissed and annoyed and saddened by the decision to kill off Fred Johnson. Yeah, the death of Fred. I didn't expect him to die like that. I didn't expect him to die at all. Like, they had things moving along such a great fashion. But at the same time, this show wouldn't be as cool and as surprising as it is if they didn't surprise me in that way. But I'm really sad as a fan to see this character go. And what makes it even more dramatic for me, and why it's very memorable, despite I know many other things going on in this episode, but like I said, I just go with what I know I'll remember. And I know I'll remember Fred because I love the character of Fred. I was really kind of imagining so many potential stuff for him down the line. I was hoping for him to get some kind of not vindication, but I thought for sure, because the way they showed how he was kind of scorned by Earth and then he joined the Belters, I thought there would be some kind of full circle for him to not redeem himself, to have Earth kind of realize what a great loss they had in losing him. And I thought there would be some kind of victory for him somehow at the end of things. And so to see him die like that by the hands of a traitor, and also in such a, I don't know, it's just very brutal. In such a brutal fashion. That really took me for a loop. I did not expect that at all. And for me personally, what makes his death all the more gripping is that in the end, he actually had the protomolecule sample. He never gave it to Anderson Dawes to be experimented on. And so in some ways, it's like, did he then inadvertently give cause for him to be betrayed this way and then killed that way for a superficial lie put out there as if the protomolecule was somewhere else being tested on? You know what I mean by that? If you don't, it's okay. But I just think it's so cool in the end that he really was heeding Holden's warning about not messing around with that stuff. And in the end, he never did. And so they got it anyway, and now it's being held as the ultimate weapon against everyone and the ultimate threat against everyone. It's now used as the main tool of oppression from one group to another. Now, as for my last takeaway from this episode, I know some of you, or maybe all of you, are like, oh, it's the Red Machine, right? The Red Machine that came out of nowhere, defeated Holden, and got the protomolecule sample, and boom, bada bing, it was gone out into space to Marco. Yes, that was a very action-packed, amazing scene, very memorable, because it's something I haven't seen in this series since, the likes of Proto Miller taking over some metal pieces, right? Anyway, as cool as that was, for me, my third takeaway from this episode that stands out more for me, and if you've been watching my reactions for a while, it should have been obvious. But I'm just saying, I like scenes where there's a lot of subtext, and scenes with a lot of subtext tend to attract me more than scenes with a lot of visuals. It depends. But in this case, the scenes I'm referring to that are memorable to me as a final takeaway from this episode are the scenes between Clarissa Mao and Amos, because it really, really surprised me. In episode 2, we ended off with him asking Avasarala for a favor to hook him up with somebody. I did not think it was going to be at a high maximum prison to see Clarissa Mao. I thought it was going to be something related to his past and his childhood and all that stuff he's trying to wrap up in Baltimore, right? I had no idea it would be Clarissa. And so when I saw that it was Clarissa he went to go see, I was very moved by that, because I think the chemistry they have as characters, even as actors actually, is quite strong, considering the fact we haven't seen them engage with each other that much. And then in this episode, although their words to each other are very simple, the subtext underlying each sentence coming out of their mouth was very powerful. And I gravitate to scenes like that, and they are memorable for me. And then having the scene end off with a massive crack in the establishment, literally, leads me to believe that, is it possible that perhaps chaos is going to ensue on the whole infrastructure of the prison, and Clarissa is going to escape? And Amos is going to get her out? Because that's going to be awesome. I mean, obviously, it could actually go away the other way around. It could be the whole place falls apart and Clarissa dies. Anyway, you see where my train of thought is going and why it excites me even more to be interested in that part of the narrative from this episode. I know that this episode is jam-packed with so much more to discuss, especially, I feel, the scenes revolving Naomi and her her welcome home mat situation. Wow, that was crazy. I have a lot I could say about that, but I'm not going to go on a tangent on it. Most of you, if not all of you, you are very much well versed on this episode, And I know there's so much more you likely discuss amongst yourselves. But I'll say this much. That in my reaction, throughout my reaction, I said it out loud, and I'll just quickly say it again, that I am counting on Naomi's ingenuity, her creativity, her quick thinking to get her out of the situation. And although I think it's possible that the notes she left Holden might be the key to Holden saving her, I could see her also kind of somewhat saving herself. And I will say this too, that I haven't said. And it's not about me being right or wrong, so, please don't take offense to it or, take it to heart. Well, if you take it, I can't control how other people react to things I say. That's for sure. So I'll say this much, though. As a viewer, based on the fact that this is a show that definitely has surprised me and delighted me on so many fronts and shocked me in many ways, I will be surprised. And I'm going to say this right now, and not in a good way. I will be surprised if indeed Naomi's able to just sway Philip to think like her in one season. Because if anything I'm noticing with this season, or the theme of ideology, especially when you consider our own social climate nowadays, in the real world, it's not something that changes overnight. It really isn't. And it would be disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. It would be disappointing if she can easily just sway him to see things differently. And in the end, he changes his mind. He's all against his father, and he turns against his father to then side with his mother. I'll be disappointed by that, because for me, I don't see that as realistic. But then again, it does depend on how they execute it, right? On how they execute it. So I'm saying that in a general sense. In a general sense, I'd be disappointed if they don't give me a really concrete, foolproof reason that would happen, considering the fact that Philip has been indoctrinated in that ideology since he was a child. It's not something he learned yesterday, this is his whole life. And I just would find it strange if somehow Naomi's able to say the right words and poof, he's suddenly thinking the way she thinks all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Anyway, I will leave it at that for now. So there you have it. That is my reaction and my key takeaways from episode 4 of the 5th season of The Expanse. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, the best way that you can support this channel is by following those 2 very simple, friendly prompts right around the right-hand corner of the screen. One says subscribe, the other one says to click on a bell-shaped icon. Thank you all for watching, and until episode 5, where I'm pretty sure things are really gonna get moving, as it will be for the rest of the entire episode, and I can't wait to watch. Until then, everyone, I'm peacing out. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.